splash in the early season as both of these programs try to make an early statement and build that resume. Welcome to Nippert Stadium, one of the grand old cathedrals in the sport and home to the Cincinnati Bearcats. As we'll see, the number 8 team in the country, the Baylor Bears, taking on the 19th ranked team in the land, the Cincinnati Bearcats. For EA Sports College Football, Reese Davis with you alongside David Pollack and Jesse Palmer. Time to get this game started. The Bearcats will put total weather to crank us up. And he'll bring it out of the end zone. Not a whole lot of room to operate on that return as the coverage unit was there and ready. The Bears offense will get the first possession of the game. And what a performance this guy turned in last week. Spectacular in every aspect of the game, Jesse.
Well, I know one thing for sure. The quarterback is going to be looking his way early in this one. When you have a game like he did last time, your quarterback, you all of a sudden move up in priority in the pecking order for the guy throwing the football. So it's not going to surprise me early here if the quarterback looks his way, regardless of what the coverage is, based on what he showed last time.
Yeah, and they were on the same page. It was fun to watch. I mean, you could tell he knew exactly where his guy was, putting up the multiple touchdowns. Like, it was a thing of beauty. Now, defensively, I also know that. And I know he's looking that way. So look forward to seeing the chess match with the defense and maybe ways they can take him away.
And the Bears will send out the punt unit. First time we've seen their punt team this afternoon. And you make the stop, and that is exactly what you want out of your punt cover unit. The Bearcats offense has the ball for the first time. And last week, you want to talk about a guy using every tool in the bag from the running back position. David, this guy did it.
He was a monster. And I think when you turned on the tape this week, you saw it, man. So many different ways he could hurt you, and he could be a focal point of this offense. The defense, they know well and good of what happened last week. And their first objective this week, Palmer, is to stop that dude.
Yeah, they know the entire offense goes through him. All week long, they've been stressing tackling, staying in your gaps, waiting at the point of attack, getting as many hats to the football as humanly possible because you can't shut this guy down. You can only hope to...
Slips one guy, now he's loose. And he eluded the defense, and he'll take it all away. Touchdown, Cincinnati!
One of the reasons this offense is so exciting to watch, they've got guys that are dangerous after the catch. If this quarterback gets through his progression, David, he hits you in stride, these guys will take it to the house.
Man, it's your job to do the rest, right? You hit me in stride where I don't have to stop running, I don't have to break down. It makes it so easy, the connection between quarterback, wide receiver. You can tell this is a good one, and that's why they got 6 on that play.
They get set for the point after as we have the first score of the game. And the extra point makes it 7-0. Quick strike offense on that 3-play scoring drive. Kickoff unit on the field, and this defense will be called on to protect this lead. He'll start the return inside his 5. He was looking for some running room, but not much to be found as he stopped at the 18. Baylor has it back, and here comes the Bear offense. They didn't get much done the last time they had it. Had to punt it away from deep in their own territory, hoping this drive will be more productive. The Bears come to the line in the hurry-up. While the Big Ten has expanded with this massive continent-wide geographical footprint, the Big 12 has been really shrewd in positioning and maneuvering for survival, and they look for opportunities to win on the field like they'll have today.
And the Big Ten's kind of taking what the Big Ten wants and expanding and not really worried about anybody else. So if I'm the Big 12, I'm like, yeah, you ain't worried about me, but you're going to worry about me today and on the field, and I can make a statement.
Picked off. What a play to set him up. He was thinking big return, didn't get that, but boy, did he give his offense an opportunity at the 31.
Sometimes the quarterback puts that zip on it and you can hear it. Sometimes he uses the lob wedge where it takes a little time to get there. That time he used the lob wedge and the defender came in and made the interception. Big play for this defense early.
Here comes the Cincinnati offense back on the field. Already a solid start to this one, now back to work with this 7-0 lead. Pulls it and fires to the left. Makes the tackle right at the 21-yard line. Pickup of 10 on the play, and this offense is threatening with a first down. On the move, he fires. It's incomplete, and trust me, you will not see that very often from this guy at second down. He'll pull it on the read. And maybe he'll get back to the line of scrimmage, but no more than that. Already well within field goal range. Wonder how aggressive they'll be on 3rd and long from the 22. From the gun, wants to pass. Here comes the heat. Trying to make magic with his feet. The stop is made, but this offense is threatening 1st and goal from the 9. The Bearcats are moving quickly down the field. Off play action on 1st down. Quick strike complete. And there were no creases or crevices to run through, and they shove him out of bounds. They keep pushing forward, now back to work on 2nd and goal from the 6. Looking to fire. And that's going to fall to the ground incomplete. That was a physical matchup there. 3rd down coming. From the gun, wants to pass. Pocket breaking down. And he was shooting for the end zone there, and they couldn't make the completion. They'll have to settle for a field goal attempt. From the left hash, and this distance ought to make that angle pretty easy to handle. It's good. He hit that one right down the middle. And now the lead is extended a little further.
And that's not the way they wanted to end the drive, but nice job being ready and your field goal kicker coming through and putting 3 points on the board.
On the run from inside his own 5. Just never had a chance to shake loose, and he'll be brought down at the 24. Here comes the Baylor offense back onto the field. They've spotted them a 10-0 start. Now to see if they can answer on this drive. Gets the nose of the ball to the 25, give him 1. Love seeing these early season top 25 matchups. You can get a really good feel of how good these teams are, guys.
And the intensity is going to be big too, David, because the players, you know, on these teams, they've been thinking about this game for a long time. They knew they'd have the national stage, and they got a chance to prove just how good they are.
Oh, man, make that statement. Make that early statement. We always look at the end of the season, and what does the committee say? Oh, they beat top.
And here comes the heat, and they get home, and they get him at the 21.
Play-action pass success has a lot to do with selling that fake. You could tell defense was not buying it, got in the backfield, got the big play.
And the Bears line up to punt it away. This will be the 2nd time they've had to kick it away. Might have thought he'd want to try to pick up a few yards there, but he's content with making the fair catch right around the 35-yard line. He leaves it with the back. And he never had a chance, just stopped cold as soon as he got it. Didn't get much done on that first play of the drive. It's 2nd and 11. Now the toss. And that might have been a bad read as the defense just swarms all over the pitch man. On 3rd and long, no secret what he needs here. Fires to the wideout. All kinds of room to throw that one in there. And he was loose and out the gate and doesn't go down until he gets to the 48-yard line. Off the play fake on 1st down to throw. Going deep. And it slips through his fingers, incomplete. That would have been a huge gain if he could have squeezed it. Gonna sling it on 2nd down. With the catch, it's Richard. His junior making his presence felt and making the stop after a short gain. Wants to throw it. Going for it all. And it's incomplete as he tried to thread that needle to the back corner of the end zone. And the Bearcats decide to punt it away. He ought to be able to use his first punt to pin him deep. The ball hits at the 5, and it'll go into the end zone for a touchback. Baylor has it back, and here comes the Bear offense. We'll see if they can be a little more productive this time around. A 3-and-out the last time they had the ball. Tripped up at the 25 after picking up 4.
defense came into this one knowing they were going to see some tempo. They've got to get the call from the sidelines, get it communicated, get lined up.
The defense wouldn't let him loose there, and it was a completion, but they lost yardage. The Bears racing to the line in a hurry-up. On 3rd and long, he has to throw for it. Unloads to the wideout. Tight coverage and an incomplete pass. The defense knocks it away and forces the 4th down. And the Bears will punt this one away. Excellent coverage that time. Didn't give him any room to set up a big return. The Bearcat offense ready to go back to work. They've built a quick double-digit lead now to try to get this offense really humming. Off the play fake on 1st down to throw. Fired that thing out in a heartbeat, but it's incomplete. What will they dial up on 2nd and a long way to go? Off play action. Got his man downfield. Makes the stop at the 49, but not before he gets in plus territory, gets 15 and a 1st down. Wants to go up top on 1st down. And it's incomplete. If you're going to take a hit like that, you might as well hang on to the ball. Backed up now, here's 2nd and long. Leaves it with the running back. And they'll wrestle him to the ground after a short gain. Now facing a 3rd and long. From the gun, wants to pass. Throws to the wideout. Got his man. That'll be enough for the 1st down as they mark it down at the 31-yard line. They'll move the tight end. From the gun, give on the inside. Drives ahead for 3 to the 27-yard line. Got 3 on 1st down at 2nd and 7. Trying play action. Here's a heat. And they'll make the stop, and we are headed to the end of the 1st period. This offense had a little extra time to think about it. Let's see what they have on 3rd down. We've reached the break. Cincinnati is on top. And they jumped out to that edge early. As we wrap up the 1st, let's take a quick look at our game stats. Big turning point as we head into the 2nd and get this game rolling again. The Bearcats come to the line on 3rd and short, hoping to keep the drive alive. He'll sneak it and try to surge forward.
Well, and he gets stuffed on that QB sneak. He's just not doing a really good job of reading the crease and finding a little space to kind of tuck into and drive his feet. He's just running himself into a wall there.
Well, and how about the big boys up front? Make a crease. Push somebody back. Create some space. There was nowhere to go.
Well, you're always going to wonder what woulda, coulda, shoulda happened on 4th and inches had they gone for it. But with this kicker, I like taking 3 points and putting it on the board.
Here he comes from inside his own 5. He was looking for some running room, but not much to be found as he stopped at the 18. Here comes the Baylor offense back onto the field. They really need to find a way to generate some offense here, having fallen behind 13-zip. It's caught downfield. They finally get him on the ground, but he's got an explosive play for the 1st down.
Well, Reese, you and I were talking about this before the game. How is this defense going to be able to deal with all the speed they have offensively? You saw them just rip off a big play.
And, Jesse, now their head's spinning just a little bit. Give up a big chunk play, and it's right back at them. And they'll bring him to the ground after a short gain.
Yeah, and it's a nice job by this defense understanding, listen, that QB is a threat. And they're going to run all kinds of options, and he's going to run the football. They were dialed in and got that sucker to the ground.
Gets it all the way down to the 39-yard line. It'll be a 1st down. The Bears headed quickly to the line.
And that's a nice job by this QB. Great job. You show patience, right? Like, if they don't come take...
And the heat gets home. They knock him down back at the 45.
Man, this defense is dominating all game long. They have been making this quarterback's life so difficult with their pass rush. They bring him down there for the sack. They're not giving anything up. They're leading this game by a lot. We're only in the second quarter, and this ain't going to change unless this offense can find a rhythm.
And the Bears trying to find their way forward after the big loss on the last play. And the pass is incomplete thanks to a big hit. They're facing a third down. Looking to throw, and he needs a chunk play. Fires to the tight end. And they'll stop him about 5 yards short of the first. And they'll have to settle for a field goal try. Nestled just inside that right upright. That gets them back to within 10.
How about it? 50-plus, no problem. Big leg, nice accuracy. That's a big-time kick for this young man.
So after putting 3 on the board, the kickoff team is out there ready to boot it away. And it'll be a touchback. The ball will come out to the 25-yard line. Here comes the Cincinnati offense back on the field. They kicked a field goal on the last drive, Jesse. They've got the lead. Don't make a dumb mistake, but maintain your aggressive play calling.
Yeah, no doubt. I think it's the play caller right now just taking a look at that script he's got in front of him and finding out where are my playmakers, who can we take advantage of on this defense to get a touchdown here, Dave.
Yeah, and just keep moving the ball down the field. Just execute a little bit better in the red zone. There's no need to panic. We're moving the football, and we got the lead.
They'll try to pick it up on the ground. They'll keep this drive moving by picking up the first down. They have it at the 36. Wants to throw on first down. Fires to the tight end.
Nice quick throw there. And it's so important for quarterbacks to be able to find a rhythm and to be comfortable and confident. You want to just get the ball out quickly, make it an accurate and easy throw. And you can tell that these two guys, they rep that play in practice all the time, and it's now showing up here on game day.
I don't think that's the way they drew it up. Incomplete. And the Bearcats are at the line trying to move the sticks on 3rd and short. Shotgun snap on 3rd down. Got him downfield. And he was off to the races. Finally tripped up at the 36. The Bearcats are marching down the field. The inside handoff. Gets it past the first down marker and still running. All down, but he has enough to move the chains. Line gets set, first down. Pulls and fires it complete to the right. Now the connection takes it to the 11. 2nd down coming up on this red zone opportunity. Back to pass. Quarterback adapting. And he'll step into the end zone. Touchdown, Bearcats!
Man, this offense has started the season off so good. 1-0 a week ago, right? Now building on it again. Great job putting points on the board. It's still the first half, but this unit looks dialed in.
They'll try to add another to their lead. And the point after is good. And let's check in with Kevin Connors in the studio. Kevin?
Boys, if it's happening in college football, we've got eyes on it. Check this out. TCU is ahead right now, but it's not like they have LaDainian Tomlinson out there. This group needs to keep building on this lead. They're up by 11 over Arkansas State. We've got our eye on this one and everything else going on throughout the day, guys.
And how about that one? Kevin will be keeping an eye on everything going on elsewhere. The Bears want to crank the tempo.
And that wasn't a big game, but look at the offense. Right back on the ball, ready to call a play, ready to go fast.
Jumped on top of the pile. So they're facing 3rd and short from the 25. He'll keep it himself. Oh, he's got some space. He gets those chains moving, gets it out to the 42-yard line. This offense has had trouble getting it in gear, but maybe a little life here on 1st and 10. Gives it on the option. Now they're starting to feel it. They've got a first down at the 44. And the Bears come to the line with a fresh set of downs.
Defense gives up the pretty big run. They get the first down. And listen, you got to reload quick now because this offense, they got their foot on the accelerator.
Right on the money. He stopped just a chain link or two away from the first down and sets them up beautifully here. Looking for a chunk play on second and short. And here's a fumble way behind the line.
Woo. Deep breath, right? Man, you fumble that thing, you cough it up, you're like, oh, I really appreciate you, brother. I can't tell you how much I thank you because the coaches would have been all over me, but big-time break for the offense.
Now a lot of work to do to move the chains, keep this drive alive after that earlier sack. Trying to move the sticks on third down through the air. And the pressure is coming in, and they get him again.
Yeah, and that's back-to-back games. This guy's notched a sack, starting to be a problem. A guy that's diagnosing passes, rushing the passer really, really well. This defense could use this guy's production consistently.
The Bears will bring the punt team onto the field. He'll try to really get into this one. A fairly short distance here toward the sidelines, not his best work. Let's see if they can get something going here late in the half. Give to the running back. Finds enough room to get 3 out to the 34. Down to 2 minutes before the half, and they'll take the timeout and see if they can add a little more before the break. They've got him spread out on 2nd and 7, 2 wide out to either side. Wants to go up top. Fires to the wide out. Got rid of it in a hurry, but he couldn't find his man. It's incomplete. They couldn't make the connection on 2nd down. Now a 3rd and 7 to keep the drive alive. From the gun, wants to pass. Blasted as he lets it go.
And that's a play on 3rd down. This offense just has to do a better job protecting their quarterback. Give them a split second more time to complete that throw, but they couldn't do it there.
He'll field the punt and try to get some yardage. He gets it up to the 34-yard line before he stopped, and that's where the offense will set up shop. Looking to throw on 1st down. Quickly complete. Stopped at the 44, but he got 10 on the play. And the Bears want to pick up the tempo. Looking to throw on 1st down. Just a Baryshnikov-like move on the sideline to tap that toe and get the 1st down. Last completion moved the sticks, and let's see if they try it again. Unloads to the wide out. And this will be incomplete. A big hit there forces 2nd down. Couldn't make the connection last time. Let's see if they throw it again. Back to pass on 2nd down. A little too much on that one, just out of his reach. It'll be 3rd and long. Gonna look downfield again. Trying to make magic on the scramble. How about this sophomore learning when to just do it himself? They'll snap it from the 30 on 1st down. They'll move the wide receiver. They'll try the run. He's going to lose a yard on that one. We got a timeout here late in the 1st half, and they'll try to get more points on the board before the break. The Bears with a long way to go after the loss on the last play. Wants to throw. He's working against the clock. And he runs through 1 tackle and picks up a few. The offense calls timeout. It's the 2nd one they've used this half. And the Bears come to the ball trying to pick up this 3rd and short. They'll try to get it through the air. Finds his big tight end. Picks up enough to give them 1st and 10 from the 13. Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs. From the red zone, looking for a space. Works the middle. They'll get it down to the 8-yard line on that throw and catch, and the defense is backed up against the wall. Back to throw time running short in the half. Pass is incomplete. The clock is down to 9. Time dwindling away as they try to put points on the board right before the half. In the gun, looking to throw on 3rd down. And he can't find his man as he was trying to pay off this red zone opportunity. So now on 4th down, they'll try to salvage a 3 and just get points before halftime. Dead center perfect. It's our forced to settle for the field goal.
Hey, listen, y'all know in the booth and everywhere how I feel about kickers. Don't always love leaving it on their foot, so to speak, but nice job executing. He keeps doing stuff like that. I'll keep trotting him out there.
And he takes this from inside the 5. They'll knock him down, and that'll take us to halftime. That's going to wrap up the first half here, and now we join Kevin with the halftime update.
Boys, you never quite know what to expect there in Cincinnati, and we've had a lively first half. And there's no more fitting place to begin than with this stud receiver and how he's dominated the first half. Some guys have the ability to elude and evade. This young man is a true 3-level threat. Short passes, the intermediate game, and in the deep ball, he is a problem. And I don't think this defense has the solution. And with that, let's send it back to the guys inside the home of Bearcats football since 1902.
The Bears will kick it off to start the second half. He'll bring it back from inside his 5. Not a lot of space to be found. Good hustle by the coverage team, and they stop him at the 21. The Bearcat offense ready to go back to work. Going right to work up top. Throws to the tight end. And this is dropped. Incomplete pass. He had a huge gain in his fingers, and he couldn't hold on. They'll go to work in the air on 2nd down. Working the middle, it's complete. He's brought down, but there's a flag on the field. Let's see what the call is.
Holding. Offense.
Holding penalties, the ultimate drive killer. We'll see if it costs this offense here. They'll send the tight end in motion. Quarterback on the keeper. He is going nowhere. Stop at the line of scrimmage. This defense has kept them backed up. Now one more stop, and they can get off the field on 3rd and long. Quick pass to the left, trying to get it to the marker. He gets it up to the 17 before being wrestled out of bounds. And the Bearcats will line up to punt it away. They'll look to pin him deep. Now on the return. Oh, spin move. Running through contact. Touchdown Bears! Special teams proving to be special. He did that one all by himself. Make a few guys miss, turn on the afterburners, and boom, everybody's toast.
And that's why you got him back deep, because that guy can do that. You got to be explosive and quick and have good vision, and you see all those things on one punt return. Takes it back to the house, makes people miss, turning on the gas. Great job, great return.
And he puts through the extra point. So his big play capability was on full display in that one as he took that punt back for the touchdown. On the move from inside his 5. Didn't find any crease in that kickoff coverage, and he'll be stopped at the 17. Here comes the Cincinnati offense back on the field. On the option. He'll pitch it. They keep feeding him in this running game, and the defense is having none of it. It's been that way all day. Just going to keep it after the snap.
You know, I really like this QB running the football because I know he's got a lot of speed, but he's not the biggest guy in the world. So he's not going to be able to break a lot of tackles. You really got to do a good job of trying to scheme ways to get him out in more space.
And a missed opportunity on 3rd down as the defense knocks it free, and 4th down is coming up. They kick it away on 4th down. Really good job by the coverage team to make the stop, and that's where they'll put it in play. See if they can turn this drive into points. They've got it 1st and 10 at the 50. Looking downfield on 1st down. Can't make the connection. The pressure there caused the missed timing. Try to make up for some of that lost ground on 2nd down. Tight end in motion. See how the D reacts. The give to the back. And the defense holds firm. No pickup at all on that play. And the Bears are in the hurry-up. 3rd and long, and he'll try to throw for it. Fires to the wideout. Oh, he can't hang on. Almost had the interception, and this guy makes so many big plays, but couldn't come up with that one. It'll be 4th down. Yet another punt on the way. Got to make sure that hamstring stays loose. He's been busy. The Bearcat offense ready to go back to work. They've punted the last 3 times they've had it, and now really needing to put a score on the board on this possession. He'll get it up to about the 32-yard line before he stopped, and it'll be 1st down. Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs. He'll do it himself. Got enough for the 1st. And he found plenty of running room on that one before the defense was finally able to get him down. Out of the shotgun, they go to the ground. We'll give him a couple on that one. 2nd and 8 coming up. Got a little work done on 1st down. Now back to the line.
Brings up 2nd down.
He'll pull it on the read. Turning it on! And they'll stop him just short of the 1st down, just inches away from moving the sticks. Surging forward on the sneak. The Bearcats pounded the rock to move the sticks, now back to work. Coming out on 1st down with the play fake. It's complete to the right. And he's brought down after a nice gain. The Bearcats getting set on 1st and 10. The give to the tailback. And he has had a long day at the office, not to mention the backfield, as the defense has been all over him. Now on the option. And he was fortunate not to lose yardage on that play, able to wedge it back to the line of scrimmage. They've got to come up with a big play on this 3rd and long. From the gun, wants to pass. And he was hit just as he released it, and it falls to the turf. And here comes the field goal unit. This kicker has already made a couple today. He boomed it through. A 50-yard field goal showing off that powerful leg. And for a quick update, let's go to Kevin Connors in the studio.
Gentlemen, let's take a look at what's happening in this exciting college football game. Louisiana is currently up big right now in a game they'll be talking about down on the bayou for some time.
And the returner is stopped.
To the 35. And the Baylor offense will take over 1st and 10.
Tight end now in motion. Rides the back and leaves it on the option. Stonewalled again. No gain on the play. They keep trying to stick with the running game, but there's not much getting done. It's complete to the left. They'll get him on the ground at the 46, and it'll be a 1st down.
Nice job by the quarterback, seeing the receiver come open, getting him the football, making the 1st down, and they like to do this. When they make a 1st down, they want to go fast. They want to crank up the tempo.
Quickly out to the tight end. He'll go out of bounds inside the 40. They'll mark it at the 39. The Bears will hustle to the line.
And that's why QBs love their tight ends so much, right? Especially when they're athletic, because they make short throws turn into long gains. Because of his ability after the catch, it's so unique and special. He is dominant in this offense.
Down to the 23 for this 1st and 10.
And as soon as the receiver caught the ball, you saw the quarterback start communicating to his teammates what the next play was going to be, because they're now changing the tempo and going fast.
Can't hold on. He had it right down the middle, and he flat dropped it. To the air on 2nd down. Finds the tight end. Breaks into the open. That one takes it down to the 13-yard line. And the Bears are facing 3rd and inches. Just keeps slinging it. And that ball is intercepted at the goal line.
What a beautiful sight. Not only are we big and strong and powerful and athletic, you can just have unbelievable hands to the mix because we can catch a football too, just like those little DBs, create turnovers, force interceptions. Let's go.
Here comes the Cincinnati offense back on the field. Man, how comforting is it to know that even if your offense stalls out a little, Jesse, that field goal kicker can knock it in from a long way out.
Well, he's one of the best in the country.
How about that elusiveness? He's got space. Flying down the right side. And he ran away from the defense to take it in. Touchdown, Bearcats!
Quarterback's abilities to read the field is huge, and also the anticipation, the time to be able to throw the football, Jesse, and hit a guy in stride so he can get run after the catch and get in the end zone. That was a nice job by the quarterback.
Yeah, it's critical, David. Listen, a lot of times touchdown passes aren't thrown into the end zone. You've got to read the coverage, hit the open guy, and let him do the rest.
Lining up to tack one more onto that lead. Well, you could draw a line in the middle and he would have hit that thing. If only it were always this easy for the offensive coordinators. One play, big chunk yardage, put points on the board just like that. Out of the end zone. Nice job by the kickoff team. Everybody stayed in their lanes and they'll stop him at the 16. Baylor has it back, and here comes the Bear offense. Trailing now by 17, David. This is an opportunity that they need to answer.
And down by 17, it's not panic mode yet. Like, I know we just gave up some points and our defense hasn't played great. I think this offense can still be who they are and stay consistent.
No doubt, lots of football to go, but you do get the feeling this is the time of game where, you know, it could get bad. If you don't score and all of a sudden they get the ball back, they take it down the field and put some points up, this thing might be over. So absolutely, this quarterback, he wants to drive this offense down the field and at least put something on the board.
Timeout called by the defense. It's their first of the half as they'll make some adjustments. Now on first down from the 43-yard line. Use the play fake. Now to throw. Quickly to the tight end. And a good job in coverage there as they stop it after just a few. The Bears moving quickly to the line.
I like the idea by the quarterback there. You're trying to get this first down, so you find the tight end, see if he can make a guy miss or shake a tackle. Not able to get it done.
And this one will be stopped for no gain. And this offense just can't afford not to get the first down here. Already trailing big, and the clock is not their friend. He's got it. And they reacted well to the completion, but it was too late to keep him from getting the first down. We asked earlier this week, who's your favorite receiver? And of course he said the open one, but we know who he really wants to go to on third down.
The best one. I mean, I think the open one, obviously the politically correct answer, but you want to find the guy that you got that great chemistry with. You know exactly where he's going to be. You got that bond and that trust.
Wants to fire on second down. Always a welcome play for the defense as they get a sack at the 47. Now a lot of work to do to move the chains, keep this drive alive after that earlier sack. Tight end finds a soft spot. And just a short, safe pass play. They pick up a few. And that one will find its way into the end zone for a touchback. That's the end of the quarter, and Cincinnati is on top. This has been utter domination through three quarters, and the stats will back that up. One more period to go, and we'll see just how much fight they've got left in them. They'll go back to work with a first down in the final period. He'll keep it himself. They'll knock him down for a loss of a couple. Not what they had in mind to start this drive. Here comes 2nd and 13. Looking to fire. Makes the grab. He almost picked up the first down on that one, but he'll be just a little bit short. And the Bearcats come to the line on 3rd and short, trying to convert here. Working that left side now. There he goes. Dragged down, but they'll move the sticks for a first down. Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs. They think they can impose their will here with the run to the right. And I think they'll give him 2 on that one. 2nd and 8 coming up. Tried to pound it on first down, now back to the line. Unloads quickly. And an absolutely fearless tackle, giving up size, still got him on the turf. He'll keep it on the sneak.
And David, on 3rd and inches right there, that's often a decision the quarterback predetermines. Who's my best guard? That's the guy I'm going to try to get behind.
And I know that defensively, too, but I'm just trying to dive and create a pile, but it's so hard to stop that play. That's why you see it ran so successful.
The Bearcats will line it up on 1st and 10. Rides the back and leaves it. Makes a man miss. Ripping off a good chunk inside the 25, and they're set up with a first down. And the Bearcats kept this drive moving on the ground, now back to work. Got it into the red zone, dragged down at the 18-yard line. Got 4 receivers spread across the field, 3 on the right on 2nd and 4. They'll run play action. Throws to the wideout. And he really needed to hold on to that one, but it was not loose, and 3rd down is coming. The Bearcats are at the line looking to convert on 3rd and short. Power football with the run. He's going to lose a yard on that one. This field goal unit getting some serious run. They've already been out there 3 times. The kicker will try it again. It's good. He could have hit a string right in the middle of the uprights there. And that lead grows even bigger.
And they just tack on more points to this big lead. Listen, 4th quarter sitting extremely pretty. All we got to do, not give up big plays, make them earn everything they get the rest this way, and we looking pretty good.
He'll start the return inside his 5. Couldn't find a way to create that broken field as he stopped at the 25. Here comes the Baylor offense back onto the field. This was certainly not their best effort. I believe this team is much better than it performed today, but they're going to pay the consequences of losing this ball game. And the Bears want to move quickly.
And this offense just hasn't found a way to kind of open it up. Like, they haven't found those explosive plays. It feels like the defense is kind of strangling them and staying really close to the line of scrimmage because of their lack of their big play ability over the top. This offense has to dial something up.
On 3rd and long, he's going to have to throw for it. Oh, he dropped it. That deep ball was right on the money. You just have to make that catch. Down by multiple possessions, they can't come up empty on this drive in the 4th quarter. They'll go for it on 4th down. Oh, he loves to fire downfield. Makes the grab. He's got a first down. And he got away from the defense and takes it in. Touchdown, Baylor!
I know it's early this year, but it's obvious this guy is a focal point in this offense. After having 2 touchdowns in his first game, he gets on the board here. Doesn't matter where he lines up, they find ways to get him the football, and defenses just have not been able to figure him out.
Ready to try the point after.
Is on for the extra point.
And it's perfect. Let's go to the studio now and check in with Kevin Connors. Kevin, what do you got?
Dynamite matchup this week, fellas. Let's show you what's going down. Texas is currently ahead early in this one in DKR, but they just haven't been able to separate themselves offensively. They're up by a field goal over Arizona State. We are the eyes and ears of the college football fan, and we've got you covered.
Oh, he's got some space. He's forced out of bounds at the 23-yard line. A good pickup to give this offense some operating room.
First down, Bearcats.
They'll give it to the back. They get him stopped after a gain of 4 out to the 28. After the productive first down play at 2nd and 6. Back to pass. He misses his man. The accuracy just not what it needed to be on that play. Let's see what call they have on 3rd and long from the 28. From the gun, wants to pass. Another incompletion on 3rd down. And the Bearcats will punt it away on 4th down. They may have to pay him overtime. He's punting for the 5th time today. Just needs a crack to get a return. And the punt team able to smack him to the ground. Baylor has it back, and here comes the Bear offense. This certainly hasn't been their best day, but there's no time for mistakes now. They have to execute if they want to snatch this thing from the fire.
I understand the sense of urgency for the offense now because you're trailing here by a lot in the 4th quarter, and you're just trying to take a shot to see if you can get on the board and get some of this momentum.
Oh, he's getting ahead of steam. Oh, what a big play for this offense as they get it to the 33-yard line. The Bears in the hurry-up.
Hey, down in the 4th quarter, you better have a dude at the quarterback spot. They do, and they're going to trust him, and he's going to have to continue to deliver like this, making plays down the field, protecting the football, but we know he has the ability.
So now it's 2nd and long. Pulls and fires complete to the right.
You know, the defense doesn't have an answer for this slot guy right now. They may want to think about bracketing him, having a defender play to the outside and to the inside. Probably some sort of zone coverage where you're trying to get 2 bodies, forcing the quarterback to have to go.
A shot toward the end zone. Touchdown Bears! Grabbed in the end zone to put 6 on the board.
You know, sometimes as a play caller, you just don't have to overthink things. I've got a guy who's faster than your guys, and he's just going to run straight down the field. I'm going to throw it way down the field. He's going to make the catch, and we're going to score a touchdown, and that's pretty much what just happened there.
Getting set for the point after.
On for the extra point.
And the PAT will draw them 1 point closer. A very efficient 5-play scoring drive. And they cap things off with a scoring toss from 27 yards out. On the run from inside his own 5. Really disciplined job by the coverage unit to get down there and make the stop at the 19. The Bearcat offense ready to go back to work. And now that cushion is a little bit smaller, Jesse. Turning it on! That is just the kind of run you want when you're trying to close out a game. Lining up from the 34 on 1st down. This quarterback part of their running game. Able to scrounge 3 yards out of that one somehow. It's 2nd and 7. Timeout called here by the defense. It's their first of the half. 2nd down, they'll go to the air. Gets it to the back. The defense wouldn't let him loose, and even though it's a completion, they lost yardage. Quick timeout called by the defense, stopping the clock to save as much time as possible for their offense. On 3rd down, he'll try to pick it up through the air. He's out across the 40, out of bounds at the 41, and execution continues to be key. The Bearcats will call on their punt team. They're up to a half-dozen kicks today. He'll field the punt and take it back. And he's going to get it up to about the 29-yard line before he's brought down. Here comes the Baylor offense back onto the field. They put it in the end zone the last time they had it, and now an opportunity to really take control of this game.
You can feel the momentum shifting. If they were able to take the football here, drive it down the field, and score again, David, they would have all of that momentum on their side.
And there's nothing about momentum that you can quantify. Like, I don't understand it, but once it gets going in one direction, a lot of times it's so hard to swing it back the other direction. The momentum is real, and they got it.
He'll get it out to the 43-yard line. That's where they mark him out of bounds, and this offense is starting to do a little work. From the gun, the ground game. And he finds some solid space, makes a nice game before the defense is able to stop him. And the Bears in a good spot here with 2nd and short. And maybe he'll get back to the line of scrimmage, but no more than that. They're at their fastest tempo trying to get off this 3rd down play. Looking to throw for it. Under fire. Gets away from one. And he can't get it off. Taken down. What a huge play this late in the game. 4th down, gotta have it here. He's taking a deep shot late in the game. Can't find his man. It'll be incomplete, and that is a heartbreaker this late in the game.
And it's a turnover on down.
And the quarterback takes the snap and kneels down. Not all close games are created equal, but this one, man, what a ride. A matchup between a couple of ranked teams, and certainly it was a memorable one.
No doubt about it. I think there were a lot of eyeballs watching this game, not just fans of these two teams, but people maybe outside of conference affiliation looking in because this is a ranked matchup. So when you get this win, this is huge in the eyes of the committee with respect to the college football playoff. This win just means more.
I was thinking the exact same thing. Like, for the college football playoff picture, how big is it to get a big win, a ranked win, who now you're probably going to be matched up head-to-head with who's better, who's going to make the playoff. Big feather in the cap, big day for them.
That's going to do it from here. For David Pollack and Jesse Palmer, I'm Reese Davis, and you've been watching another presentation of EA Sports College Football.